Morning Gators, I'm Andrew Freire.
I'm Matthew Moffla, and welcome back to another edition of Swamp Talk. On Tuesday, October 6th, Pasco County schools will be offering the ACT free of charge for both traditional and My School Online students.
On October 7th, Land Lakes High School plans to offer free flu shots for traditional students.
Juniors and seniors, the parking passes are still up for grabs, and if you would like more information about this, you can visit the Land Lakes High School website.
So apparently today is National Chewing Gum Day. On to Amina with an exciting segment on chewing gum.
Hello Gators, today is National Chewing Gum Day. Gum has many benefits. We should really celebrate it. You remember that time you had onion breath? I bet you need a piece of gum then. The act of chewing gum protects your teeth and removes food debris. It is an alternative to brushing your teeth after every meal. If you do not chew gum after you eat, or brush your teeth after you eat, you will most likely acquire bad breath. The best type of gum to chew is sugar-free gum. Now, is sugar-free gum good? Well, does this one look familiar to you? This is actually sugar-free gum. We buy it at our local grocery store every single day. Sugar-free. Now, that question you'll have to answer. Is sugar-free gum good to you?
Wow, Amina, that was a great segment.
Welcome, Gators, to your national news in 60 seconds. I'm Owen Matthew. Today we start with some heartbreaking news as Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away on September 18th. She lived to be 87 years old and proudly served our nation's Supreme Court for 27 years. President Trump is now looking to fill her seat before the election. New reports and documents now show that President Trump has avoided paying income tax for a total of 10 years between 2000 and 2015. Out west, wildfires are still raging and rescue efforts are underway. The death toll is now up to 31, with over 200 still missing. In separate news, the CDC now warns about a fall surge in COVID-19 cases as 21 states report an increase in deaths, including Florida. The CDC has also come out with new recommended Halloween guidelines, stating that we should stay away from high-risk activities such as trick-or-treating. These fall guidelines are now available at cdc.gov, and they could change between now and October 31st. That's it for today, Gators. Thank you for joining me. And now, back to your anchors.
Stay tuned, Gators, for a special message from our Student Services team about suicide awareness.
Good afternoon, Gators. As your school counselors, we have a very important message that we need to discuss with you all. This week on Swamp Talk, we are going to be addressing a serious issue that is affecting children and adults across the United States and the world.
In the United States, death by suicide is the second leading cause of death for people between the ages of 10 and 24. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, 1.1 million high school students in the United States have made at least one attempt in the past year. Of those, approximately 250 have died by suicide.
These numbers may surprise you, and that is why we want to make sure that you are all supported in every way possible. We know that this is a difficult thing to talk about, especially for those of us who have been or know someone who has been directly affected by suicide. However, it is very important that we have these conversations so that we are able to support our friends, peers, and family members who may be going through tough times.
Next week, we will put up our wall of hope during lunch for students to write uplifting messages for their peers who may be struggling. Stay tuned at the beginning of next week for an announcement when we will be asking for you to participate. Remember, a little goes a long way, and something as simple as a kind word or gesture could be the difference in someone's life.
Talking about mental health is always important, but we feel that now is as critical a time as ever to be able to have these conversations. Over the next 2 weeks, we will be doing things on campus to help bring awareness to suicide prevention. Today's Swamp Talk will be followed by a segment on Friday that will highlight some of the warning signs of suicide and will provide you with examples of ways that you can help someone who's going through tough times.
Don't forget to tune in Friday for our next show, Gators.